Welcome to The Political Mechanic. My name is Stephen Thane. I have been interested in principles of good government for 55 years, with particular interest in public education. Years ago in the 1980s, it became obvious to me that the current form of public education and a free society could not coexist for very many generations. Orestes Brownson summed it up in the 1830s with this quote: "According to our theory of government, the people are supposed to be wiser than the government. Here the people do not look to the government for light, for instruction, but the government looks to the people. The people give the law to the government. To entrust then the government with the power of determining the education which our children shall receive is entrusting our servant to be our master." Unquote. One of the main issues Orestes Brownson had with public education was who should choose the curriculum. Is it the parents or the state-run education system? Horace Mann and subsequent generations decided the state should decide. This has had negative consequences, as many parents have withdrawn from their God-given responsibilities since they can't make this important decision. I can remember a discussion I had with a friend of mine in about 1985, where I questioned the value of public education and its structure. He said that I was a communist if I did not support public schools. I found this odd since the 10th plank of the Communist Manifesto was, and I quote, "free education for all children in public schools," unquote. I was not surprised at his reaction because he had gotten his education in public schools, and I had gleaned this piece of knowledge from my own self-study. So why did Marx and later Lenin, Hitler, Mao, and others want free, mandatory public education? Because public education can be used as a means of universal indoctrination. In America, this has been done by withholding information about the founding of this country, such as removing any reference to the role of religion or the hand of God in the Revolutionary War, and emphasizing principles contrary to limited government, such as redistribution of wealth to help the poor without pointing out the negative impacts. Many conservatives, upon reaching the conclusion that I did, that freedom and public education can't coexist, decide to work to eliminate public education. I did not come to this conclusion because the vast majority of people still support their local public schools. For me to take away this option would be imposing my belief system on them. I found that politically, practically, and morally not a viable option. I decided any change of public policy about education should come through proper debate and conscious decision in an open discussion. I decided to dive deeper and to see exactly what it was I found so objectionable about public education. Excuse me. And see if the nature of public education could be reformed and changed and thus no longer be a threat to freedom. Is this the crux of the issue within conservatism concerning public education policy? Should public education be eliminated completely, or can public education be changed so its most objectionable elements be eliminated? I would like to see limited government conservatives weigh in on this question. Nevertheless, I found the following 5 points to be problematic. First, the state has taken responsibility from the parents to see children are educated. Second, the state chooses the curriculum. Third, seat time requirements and other front-end regulations impede innovation. Fourth, the state trains, hires, pays for, and decides who should teach. Fifth, the state controls all funding. To lessen the negative impact of these 5 items, I wrote and successfully passed several bills in the 16 years I was in the Idaho legislature, which very few people understood why I was doing it. Let me go through these bills and how they begin to address these 5 issues. There's still much more work to be done, and after I go through these 5 issues, I will then introduce 2 new ideas, one in this video and one in the next. First, the program's already in place. 1. Advanced opportunities. This bill transfers spending authority directly to students by allowing students to direct the spending of over $4,125 to customize their education over a 6-year period between the 7th and 12th grades. Students can take college classes in high school, escaping the mediocrity of regular high school classes. This program partially addresses the funding and the curriculum choice problems with traditional education. For more information, Google Advanced Opportunities Program. 44,955 students used this program last year, earning almost 300,000 dual credits and over 6,000 career technical education exams. Second, self-directed student. This bill begins to break the seat time requirements by allowing students not to attend a class if they know the material and the school still receives funding. Number 3, innovative classroom. This allows parents to work together to choose a different curriculum addressing the curriculum issue. However, it is currently too clumsy to be of much value. Fourth, challenging classes. This allows students to prove they know the material by challenging the class they attend. Fifth, early graduation scholarship. Allows students to receive a scholarship if they graduate early, funded by the state funds that would have been spent had they stayed in school. Sixth, earning a career technical education certificate and have it count toward a senior project, creating efficiency by fulfilling 2 requirements with 1 task. These 6 bills have done no harm to public education while giving more freedom to students and parents. I maintain that any bill based upon a natural law philosophy, which I attempt to promote, will be a win-win solution benefiting students, parents, and taxpayers, and educators without damaging the public education system. However, to accomplish this win-win solution, the old public school structure needs to be remodeled. The mechanism to make these changes is not legal changes that mandate changes for everyone, but rather giving parents choices and let them migrate to the education style they prefer, and couple this with giving flexibility to the public education system so it can innovate to accommodate changes requested by parents. I present with you one such option that benefits parents, students, and educators, which is already in place, but not many people know about. I will discuss the other option in a future video. The Parent-Supported Instruction Model, or what I call PSIMS, is now found in 11 states and 5 Idaho school districts used by approximately 10,000 students. This model allows parents to reassume responsibility to educate their children. The students are educated in the home or in microschools. The parents choose the curriculum, and the parents have access to $1,800 for expenses. Seat time requirements are relaxed and the certified teacher requirements modified. All 5 issues are addressed. The bill being written as I speak, and that will be introduced in the next legislative session, protects the PSIMS model from overzealous regulation by the Idaho State Department of Education. The accountability factor is students must do as well or better than the average of other students in the state of Idaho in the more traditional settings. I personally have a micro school where most of the parents have enrolled their children in one of these 5 school districts using the PSIMS model. I use a homeschool math curriculum, an online language curriculum, Khan Academy for middle school science, and a homeschool 4-part World series where I link current events with ancient history and passages from the Bible. The parents use their $1,800 ESA to pay for my tutoring fee. The parents love the flexibility and the curriculum. The next video I will explain the district parent shared funding model, which would allow parents even more access to funds. Thank you for listening, and share this video with others, and please subscribe.